Hey DR, I'm Will Baresi.
And I'm Corey Snook, and this is DR News.
Come on guys, let's get to work.
Yes, boss. Stand by. 5, 4, 3.
Hey Will, what's going on in the world?
I don't know, let's head to Matt and Mitch to find out.
Hello DR, I'm Matt Ricker.
And I'm Mitchell Guerrero.
And here's this week's edition of World News.
This week in South America news, a suspected Nazi hideout in Argentina was unearthed. Archaeologists assigned to the team found old German coins inside and are sure it's a hideout. Something they probably did not see themselves finding in this day and age.
In oil news, a Wall Street journalist investigating OPEC was found dead last Friday. According to reports, he had been missing for 14 months after starting his investigation. His body was found in New Jersey River by 2 men. I guess you could say that he was just sleeping with the fishes.
That's it for this week's edition of World News. I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Matt,
Signing off.
Be sure not to miss this year's Spring Fling. Join your classmates on April 10th from 6:30 to 9:30 in the gymnasium. Tickets went on sale yesterday at lunch for $10 each. The dress code will be casual attire, and you can bring a friend from outside of school if you pick up a guest contract in the office. Here are some bunnies.
Who's that teacher?
Let's take a look at these past week's High Five Club recipients with Cody and Joe.
Hello, DR. Here are this week's High Five Club recipients. Brandon Tran is this year's Student Body Vice President. He's the captain of the wrestling team where he succeeds as an all-state placer. Currently a junior EMT, Brandon plans to study chemical and biomolecular engineering at Johns Hopkins University. Julia McCarthy is a 3-sport captain for track and field hockey. She volunteers at a Rehoboth Congregational Church in the Youth Service Opportunities Program. Julia plans to go study nutrition at a 4-year college.
Listen up, students of DR. You have an opportunity to become a host family to a student from Spain. The dates of the home stay program are June 29th to July 26th of this summer. Introduce your family to a new culture, share your language, and create some memories and friendships that will last a lifetime.
And now for student interviews with me.
And me. This week we went around and asked students what they did for Mother's Day last Sunday.
And it wasn't Mother's Day. Whoops.
It was Mother's Day?
Wait, what? I didn't do anything. It wasn't Mother's Day last Sunday.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. I'm gonna call her and tell her I love her.
Mother's Day wasn't last Sunday. Was it? Was it?
It was Mother's Day?
Yeah. She's my mom.
I got her flowers. No, you didn't.
Last Sunday wasn't Mother's Day. That's a lie.
You have reached the
I brought her out to dinner and gave him some beautiful roses.
That's weird considering that Mother's Day isn't for another month and a half.
Oh.
Now let's go to this week's teacher highlight with Trenton and Jordan.
It's Mr. Colpa.
Hey DR, I'm Trent Saliba here with Mr. Colpa for this week's edition of Teacher Highlights. How long have you been a teacher here at DR and what's your favorite part about it?
I've been teaching here at DR for 15 years, teaching 18 years overall, but the most favorite part about teaching at DR would have to be working with the special education population and also after school dealing with all the students involved in coaching. It's tremendous, it's awesome.
Was teaching your first option or did you have another career in mind?
Trent, actually my first option was to give a shot at professional baseball. I had the ability to play at a higher level, and the Chicago Cubs drafted me in 1993. So that was my first thing, was to want to become a professional baseball player.
What activities do you like to do outside of school?
Well, I have a handful of activities I like to do after school. A lot of it deals with coaching for my son and daughter, or here at school at DR, the soccer and softball teams, but I also really enjoy outdoor activities, camping, hunting, fishing, whatever it may be. But as long as it's outdoors, I'm enjoying myself, that's for sure.
That's all we have for this week's edition of Teacher Highlights. Once again, I'm Trent Saliba.
And I'm Mr. Colpa. Have a great weekend.
Now back to the studio.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. like a dragon, wanna retire, man, I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am, I'm too hot. And my band bought that money, break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Hey, 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 oh! Before we leave.
Brendan went around the school to ask students more simple trivia questions.
Let's see what kind of answers he got.
I'm Brendan Week, and for this week, I did Brendan's Quick Questions, where we asked students about the capitals of different states. What's the capital of Florida?
Tampa. No.
I know.
Right, say it.
I don't really know.
Oh.
Miami. It's always Miami.
No, it's not Miami. No.
Miami.
Miami?
Yeah.
What if I told you it's not Miami?
But it is.
It ain't, son. What is the capital of North Dakota?
Sierra. Bismarck. Bismarck.
That's not gonna happen.
Like Mount Rushmore.
Mountville something. South Dakota?
Obviously, DR really needs to brush up on its geography. Just a little bit. For DR News, I'm Brendan Week.
To end the show, we have another Who Else But Ben.
Action.
You know, to write with a broken pencil is pointless. You know what's pointless? This segment.
But Ben, that's the point.
I'm gonna go take a break. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
What's wrong, Ben? You seem a little down.
I don't know. It's this segment. Sometimes the jokes are funny, sometimes they're not. I hate them all.
Maybe you should see a psychiatrist or something. Talk to somebody.
I see your point. I'm doing it again. You know what? I'm gonna go do that. I'll talk to you later.
Let's go see who I can find on the internet. I can never escape these, can I?
Well, that's it for this week's episode of DR News. I'm Will Baresi.
And I'm Corey Snook, and we'll see you again after April vacation.